This segment is brought to you by Machinery Link. This year, rent your combine, own your future. We guarantee on-time delivery. Call today.
I'm Jim Shroyer, Extension Wheat Specialist at Kansas State University.
And I'm Erick DeWolf, Extension Wheat Disease Specialist for Kansas State University.
Well, you know, last week or two, we've been getting a lot of questions about whiteheads, wheat turning white. There are several reasons. Some of the more obvious are heat and drought, but there's others as well. But what we have here is we have some freeze injury symptoms. You can see the feathery look. Probably what happened in this particular case is that the wheat head was just coming out of the boot stage, just had cleared the flag leaf here, and we had that freeze. But also some heat damage. You can see the tips of this particular head, the top of the head here, the floret has been damaged. And then finally over here you can see the loss of the brown leaves, loss of tillers, and some white heads. Well, there's some freeze in there as well, but heat. But there's some other things that can cause white heads that are not heat or drought.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jim. There are a few other diseases that can cause problems. We might think about fusarium head blight or head scab. And compared to the freeze injury, we would have groups of spikelets or groups of the mesh, the berries, that are attacked by the fungus, in this case fusarium, right around the heading stages of growth. But you often will get just groups of spikelets that are damaged or portions of the head, as opposed to the freeze damage that can largely sterilize portions of the head, and you get these areas of the head that are shrunken where there's no kernel development at all.
Now you'll see some pink in there too, won't you?
That's often the case, right. That fusarium fungus does produce a lot of pink chemicals, and many times you can see some pink discoloration of the kernels as they struggle to fill as well. The other thing that we can sometimes see is insect feeding called wheat stem maggot. And there you'll have the entire head, and the stem leading down into the leaf is completely white. And if you give that a little tug, it pulls right out of the leaf sheath where the leaf wraps around that stem, because the maggot in this case has chewed that stem off and allows it to pull easily out of the leaf sheath.
So those are some of the things that can cause white. Those are the most common things that can cause whiteheads in wheat. And we're seeing unfortunately more of the heat and drought stress. I don't think I've seen wheat stem maggot this year, and scabs more, wheat after corn, and have some moisture right at flowering time, but it hasn't really, we haven't had that moisture.
I agree. I think of those diseases, the head scab and insects have largely been absent this year, and I think most of the whiteheads are either resulting from some of the freezes or heat and drought stress that we've certainly experienced this year in Kansas.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484.